Welcome back to another episode of my channel. Hi. This is Gibby O'Brien, as you obviously know. We've got two sheets here. This is a great episode that's coming up. So, this is my picks. This is not all the ways you can get killed in a horror movie. These are 33 best ways you can get killed in a horror movie. So there's 33 different examples of getting killed in horror movies, and then there's an example for each of the kills. So we're gonna basically go through the kills in this. Go through the kills. So we have getting stabbed with knife, getting shot, decapitation, being burned alive, self-inflicted kills, being in a trap that kills you, murdered with lawn equipment, bashed against a tree in sleeping bag, a very cool kill, trapped in tanning bed with BFF and baked alive, electronics, gone wrong, getting killed by a drill, very creative, being exploded / being exploded, eaten by a shark, killed by strange monsters, killed by a paranormal force, or killed in a paranormal movie. You'll see why that is when I give you the examples. Killed by a wood chipper, killed on a carnival theme park ride, getting killed while scuba diving, getting killed while smoking weed, getting killed while surfing, getting killed while swimming, getting killed while taking a shower, getting killed while watching a movie in the theatre, getting killed while water skiing, car crash, getting electrocuted, getting killed by death, you'll understand, eaten by a merman, insta-freeze, killed by an alien force, killed by a killer clown, head smashed to a bloody pulp, and finally killed by overtaken kids, so mind-controlled kids. We now have my favourite part. We have the examples. This is going to be so good. Obviously, I read out 33 different ways of getting killed in a horror movie. This is the examples from them. Basically, I'll give you the movie, the character that died, and the way they died. So we're going to start with Scream. This death was from Scream. At the beginning of Scream, it happened to a character called Casey Becker, played by Drew Barrymore, the person on the cover. She gets killed off early. She gets stabbed in the gut by the mysterious killer Ghostface. After a suspenseful scene where you have the guy that plays the Ghostface guy saying, "What's your favourite scary movie?" to her, asking. Basically, it's a very suspenseful scene which ends in the main character, the character that was on most of the advertising for the movie, getting stabbed in the gut and getting, stripped of her clothes and skin. So basically, pretty much turned inside out and then hung up to the shock of her parents. 2. Silent Night, Deadly Night, Billy. This is a character called Billy. It happens at the very end of the movie. Billy is about to torment these kids, and a police comes out from behind, shoots him in the back a couple of times, and he dies. So very lame death, but it's a gunshot, so it counts. It's a shooting, so it counts. Now we have Friday the 13th. This death happened to a character called Julius in. It was Friday the 13th. Jason Takes Man. It was. It was the character called Julius, and it was in Friday the 13th, Jason Takes Manhattan, a very bad movie, but this was a very highlight. He is decapitated on top of a building by Jason Voorhees. His head is literally knocked off from the top of the building. So yeah, he was decapitated after Julius did a boxing match against Jason, gave Jason a go, and then Jason just takes one hit and knocks his head straight off. Now we have The Burning. Friday the 13th, 5, Tina's mum. This happened to Tina's mum, the main character Tina and her mum. She was running away with this guy called Mr. John Shepherd running away from Jason with this guy Mr. John Shepherd. But this guy stupidly takes Tina's mum in front of him as a bodyguard, as a body shield, and Jason kills her. Next is going to be Saw, various characters. The Saw franchise is all about them figuring out who is under the Jigsaw's mind control, as in who's an apprentice of the killer, the main killer, and it's various characters because literally every single character that dies in either one of the traps or dies against one of the people that got put in the traps. Now, we're on to the Killed by Lawn Equipment one. This was an example of this was in the Child's Play remake in 2019. It was he was killed by a lawnmower. He was lawnmowing and he got killed by a lawnmower. And then Chucky uses his head as a present for Andy, the main protagonist. Now we have Friday the 13th, part 7. This character's name was Judy, and she was in her sleeping bag when Jason came up to her, picked her sleeping bag up, went over to a tree, and one smack on that tree, she died. Jason is very, 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 very good at killing. That's what happens. Final Destination 3. This is the tanning bed deaths. It was these two BFFs, and they were killed in a tanning bed accident. Now we have 10, Slumber Party Massacre. A few characters in this movie, Slumber Party, who were killed by a rock star with a guitar drill. Next, we're on to 11. Ready or Not, the Ladomas family were exploded because of a curse on their family. In Jaws, next is 12. Jaws, every character eaten by Bruce and the other sharks. The sequel sharks. And then we have Cabin in the Woods. Employees were eaten by various strange monsters. Then we have Hereditary. This is the paranormal death paranormal force in a paranormal movie. It was in a paranormal movie called Hereditary. It was to a character called Charlie, and her head. She went out the window. She had a some sort of problem, and on the drive back with her brother, she sticks her head out of the car window, and her brother drives so fast that her head is decapitated. She head first straight into the post, and she's decapitated. Now we have the funniest death on this list. We have a death from Happy Death Day. And it happened to the main character, Tree, who, after every kill, is resurrected to the start of the day, the start of her birthday. And one of her kills in this montage was jumping into a wood chipper to restart the time loop. Now we have Final Destination 3, a set of characters killed by death. This would count for this. You should be saying this counts for the kill by death one. It does, but it also counts for the carnival and roller coaster ride, because these characters were killed by death on a roller coaster ride. Now we have 17. We have Piranha, a movie about killer piranhas. Various characters killed by killer piranhas. Next we have a movie called Open Water. The character that dies in this is Daniel. He was killed by a shark after wounded badly by a shark while on a scuba diving trip. What was just thinking. Oh, scuba diving. Then we have I Still Know What We Did Last Summer. It was a guy called Titus, who was played by everyone's favourite Jack Black. And he was killed by the killer while smoking weed, as the name of the kill suggests. 20. The Shallows. 2 surfers killed by shark while surfing. Then we have 21. Jaws. This is the shark kill. Jaws. Chrissy. The character Chrissy. This happens at the start of the movie. It was a great scene. She was tugged and was finally dragged underwater by an off-screen shark with the with the Jaws theme song. I'm not going to play it in this. I can't play it because it would be copyright. Then we have Psycho. Marion Crane, the set-up final girl, the set-up protagonist, is killed off early by the main killer, Norman Bates, in the shower. Next, we have Scream 2. A character named Maureen, and this character Maureen was killed by the main antagonist, Ghostface, played by many. The culprits of Ghostface are varied, and then the Ghostface identities are varied as well. It's a different identity every movie. There's more than one sometimes. Now, next we have Jaws. There was this character called Terry. She was killed by a shark while water skiing. This happened, and then after this kill happened, the shark attacks this girl's, Terry's, water skiing driver, and she dies in a big explosion. Luckily, the movie ends in the shark getting blown the head up. And this is a movie that Now, this is a movie. This is a movie that I've never heard of, but the internet says it's a real movie. It's a real movie called Don't Go to Sleep. Jennifer, a character called Jennifer, the main character. I don't know what type of character she was. She was killed in a car crash after prank gone wrong. Then we have Curse of Chucky, Jill, a babysitter for the parents in the movie's kid Alice. Was killed when she was electrocuted by Chucky while charging a computer. Final Destination. All characters killed by death. Every single character is killed by death. That's the main plot of the Final Destination franchise. It's death, killing survivors of an accident. Some deaths really gruesome, some not. Examples of deaths: one character in the first movie gets hit by a bus. Someone gets their head decapitated with shrapnel. In Final Destination 4, in Final Destination 3, a guy is flattened by a thing. A girl has a name gone in the Final Destination, which is Final Destination 4. This guy called Hunt gets his insides ripped out and splattered along off the floor near a pool. Many cool deaths. Now we have another really funny one. It's Cabin in the Woods. This is a great movie. If you like horror, watch it. It goes to a kill. The kill is of a character played by Bradley Whitford, a very, very funny in this role. He was going on in the movie on how he loves the idea of a merman. He loves a merman. He loves them. In the end, he gets killed by one. He was killed in the end. He was killed by a merman creeping up on him. It's basically just his best dream come true, but badly. Obviously, Bradley Whitford was not the character's name. It was the actor that played that character that got killed by the merman. I just put that because why not? Now this is probably the coolest death on this list. It's happened in one of the Jason sequels, Jason X, which is the 10th Jason movie. It happened to a character. This takes place in the future. It happened to a character called Adrian. Jason comes from behind, takes her head. She struggles, and he dunks it in a vat of liquid nitrogen, picks it up, and goes to the nearest table and absolutely smashes her head open, and smashes her head open. You just see the inside of her head, all the bits, and she's been smashed. Her head's been smashed. Now, next one is another cool kill. 30. It happens from a movie called Thing. It's a very good movie. 1982. It was in. It starred It starred Ego from. It starred Ego from. It starred Ego from. It starred Ego from. Oh, Jesus, why am I bluffing? Oh, Jesus, I'm bluffing. Sorry, yeah, I can't remember. Sorry, Kurt Russell. It started. Kurt Russell's the main character. Mac. In this scene, a guy called Norris has a heart attack, and then this guy called Copper is trying to revive this guy, the character Norris. He gets defibrillators, which these are things that puts people. He does it once, doesn't work, and then the second time he does it, Norris's chest opens into a set of teeth and literally crunches Copper's arms, and he tries to get them out, and his arms literally get ripped off. It's a very cool kill. In It, now next is the Killed by a Killer Clown. This obviously the best Killer Clown movie, the best movie about Killer Clown is It. I had to give an honorable mention to a kill from Terrifier, which is a very violent movie where one of the characters is literally split in half by the clown called Art. But this is I may have done it because it happened to every character in this movie gets killed by by Pennywise the dancing clown. This Georgie arm whipped off, Dean and Vicky literally gobbled up. These are kids. Patrick Costello jump scared to death. Now we have another kill from another remake. This is a kill from the Halloween 2018 remake in 2018. It was done to a character called Dr. Sartain, and he was knocked down by Michael Myers, and then Michael Myers comes in and he says, and the main character says something that some people don't say is, say something. And instead of saying anything, Michael Myers doesn't say anything. Instead of saying something, he uses actions, not words, and smashes Dr. Sartain's head to a bloody pulp, as the thing is suggested. And we have the final example, Sinister, from a movie called Sinister. We discovered we talked about earlier on about a character Clint in Sinister 2 getting burned alive on a cross. And this is every character in this series is killed, and they are always killed by kids who are overtaken, whose minds have been overtaken by the main antagonist. But that's going to be it. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Hopefully you've been grossed out. But until next time, this has been Gibby O'Brien. Peace out. See you then. Subscribe. Click the notification bell. But until then, peace. Bye. Oh, and tomorrow and Tuesday I'm starting, obviously, the Advent Calendar, the Christmas, the Gibby O'Brien Advent Calendar. But that's going to be it. That will be my next video that I'll release. Is day one out of 25 of the Gibby O'Brien Advent Calendar. But until that video, this has been Gibby O'Brien. Bye, peace, subscribe. Bye. Peace.